Okay, we're going live with the seventh grade test, state test, and this time we're gonna go over the questions in the best way we can go over it. Obviously, it's the sarcastic way, but the only thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna start with the hardest question, which is a three-pointer, and then we're gonna go down, going over the answers. Okay, so let's start with this question number 48, and see where it goes. So as always, we're going to go over the question ourselves, see if we can solve it, and then we'll see how other people solve that. So let's go. A furniture store is advertising a 20% discount on the price of sofas. Okay. Scott chooses a sofa with a discounted price of $460. He must also pay an 8% sales tax. How much money will Scott save on the discounted sofa including tax compared to the originally priced sofa including tax? Okay. Comparing. All right, so how much he'll save. So there is a 20% discount on the sofa, and we already know the discounted price, right? So the discounted price that was after the 20% has been taken off the price, right? Because they say discounted price. So in order to find, maybe we can find the original price first. So the original price we'll find by using a proportion, and the proportion will look like this. We'll set it up and we'll say that that price, right? That price, the $460, is actually not 100% of the price of the original price, but 80% after the 20% discount. And what we're looking for, which is the X, will be 100% of the price. Okay, and that's how we'll find the original price. So X will equal to 460 times 100 and then divided by 80. Okay, it's going to be, oh, that was big. It's going to be probably like an uneven number. So let's see. 460 times 100, just 4600, divided by 80, which is, oh no, $575. That's what it was. Okay, that was the original price. So now we have to find out how much money will Scott save on the discount sofa, including the tax, compared to the original price. Okay, so now we have to find out what will be the final price, like after the discount. How? We're gonna find the 8% sales tax and we're gonna add it to the price. So how are we going to find that? We're going to do $460 times 0.08, and that will give us 8% of that. So let's do it. 460 times 0.08, which is $36.80. $36.80. Now we're going to add $36.80 to the 460, which is going to be $496.80. All right, that's the final price that Scott is gonna pay after the discount. Now, what would be the final price with the tax without the discount? We're gonna have to find 8% of 575, right? So 575 times 0.08, which is $46, and we can just add $46 to the 575, right? 621. All right. So what will be the difference? Would be the answer. So 621 minus 496.80 minus 496.80, which is $124.20. That would be the final price. No, sorry, that would be the difference. That would be the final difference. Okay. So okay. So the quick highlight: find the original price. Then find the 8% of the discounted price. Add it to it. Find the final price of the discounted sofa, and then find the final price of undiscounted sofa, which is 621, and then find the difference in between them. Relatively, doable. So now we're going to go and see. Well, first we want to see whether we're gonna get it, whether we got it right, and then we'll see, who got it right or not, and how many points they got. All right. So this is, I think, is like a actual, like a teacher's guide on like how to do it, like what's right and what's not. So we got it right. Very good. Okay. Now we are getting our first answer, and let's see how this person did it. So, hold on, let me do it with red, like I'm a teacher. So, absolutely the same way to find the original price, right? 460 is 80%, X is 100%, right? 575. Okay, then just basically multiplied by 1.08. That's another way to find out final price after 8% tax, which is 621. And then you see, it's actually, I really like the way it has been split. You know what I mean? Like it's the original sofa, discounted sofa. It's like very organized, right? Like no erasing, no overwriting anything, nothing extra. And now found the price of the discounted sofa after the tax, and then subtracted the results. Very good. I really, really like the way it was actually done. And well deserved. 3 points. Moving on. All right, so this is much less organized, obviously. Like, you don't know where do you start, like what's going on, this is 3680, then edit the final price of the discounted, then somehow this is the work to find the final price, and then you subtract here, so obviously it's also 3 points because the steps are correct, but damn, it's like just no organization. Like, you guys figure out what's first, what's next. Well, you know what I mean? There's no any sort of the algorithm of how you did it. Just work, calculations. There we go.
The angle's good too.
Yeah, but listen, it's still correct. It's still correct, and the work is shown. Next answer. So next one is obviously a computer-based state test, and well, yeah, everything is like correct. Obviously, you had to keep it all typed in, and also it would be good if you would do more spaces in between, because this is one thing, this is another thing. You know what I mean? And this is one thing until here, and this is another thing until here. Okay? All right, next. So right away, we see the mistake. And we have to discuss that. Look at this. 46,000 divided by 80 is 600. What's the mistake? The mistake is that this guy thought that it is 48,000, because 48 divided by 8 is 6. But it's 46, not 48. So the question is, why you didn't use the calculator? Why, like, you have a calculator at your disposal, why didn't you use it? I mean, I want to like set aside the idea that 48 divided by 8 is 6, but I understand that happens, but go and double check. And obviously everything from there took a little bit of different turn, right? 3680, that was actually correct. 496.80, that's correct. So the original price was found wrongfully. It's not 6, it's 600, it's 575, right? So that's why the answer resembled that. So that was the only mistake, pretty much. And I think 2, right? It's most likely a 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a 2, and we know exactly why. One calculation error made the answer wrong. Next.
Oh wow.
Let's see. Well, this is how you find the original price, and this is the original price. So this here they try to find the tax. I don't remember the tax was 46. Was it 46?
Um,
Whatever.
mhm.
Okay, so 570 plus 620. Oh, it was 621, I think. Okay, then what? Then um, find 8% of 460.
Wait, they didn't finish.
Didn't find, they did, I think. And 36. Oh, that's the only mistake here. How is 460 plus 36 is more than 500? It's not. It's 496.80. That's it. That's the only error,
Wow.
which is like also kind of like out of nowhere. I know that if this is not 40, this does not get to over to 500 even. So I know that. So if I would even get 500 something, I would be like, hey, hold on. Okay, moving on. So there's just also one calculation error. It's also 2 out of 3. Yep. Okay, next. All right, also organized. I like that. Okay, discounted price, original price. Okay, so this is not how you actually get the original price. You don't multiply by 1.2. It's not how it works. Because this is not 100. It's not original price is not 120% of this. Sometimes people actually make mistake over here. It's the original price is 100%. This price is 80%. So other than that, it's kind of like this person understands that you have to subtract in the end, right? But I wouldn't give this a 2. This is way too wrong. It's like saying like 460 is 100%, and we're looking for 120%. No, this price is not 100%. We cannot put not original in across from 100. 100 is always the original, and this is not. This is like what happened to a price after like a original price was like got cut by 20%. So I don't know. It would be on the verge between 1 and 2. I would give it a 1. 2. Okay.
Maybe for the organized work.
Probably. I think, and you see what happens that maybe when you organize everything like that, and you actually your actual work deserves a 1, right? But since you did everything like so clearly, you get a 2. Okay. Okay, maybe. All right. What is that? This is not enough stuff. That's for sure. Okay, so found divided by 0.8. Well, okay. That's how you do it technically. Then found, then okay, 40, then found 8%. Then found the tax of the original price. Then what? 575 minus 460. Forgot to find the tax of the new price.
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
And just subtracted the new price without a tax from the original price, and then subtracted the tax from the remainder, which is also makes no difference. That's why this is very, very far away from the correct answer. Definitely a 1. Definitely a 1. Okay. Next. What is this? I don't even know. What is all of that? Boom, boom. All right. I don't want to make sense of like none of that. There's just a lot of incorrect calculations, and in the end, you do subtract, which I think that's what you're gonna get 1 point for. Yeah. All right. Next. Oh, also organized. Found 20% of that. Added to it. Ah, I see. But this is not the original price. So when something, look, I want to show you something. How does that work? Because that's what the like I said, this student never had a teacher who explained one concept that I actually want you to understand right now. Look, imagine that you have $100, right? If I cut 20% of your $100, right? Minus like let's say 20% of it, right? 20% of 100 is $20, right? So now you have $80, okay? If you want to return back to 100, you can't take 20% from 80 because 20% of 80, right, is 16. So if I take 20% of 80 and put it back, you're not going to have 100. You're going to have 96. So that means that 20% of the original and 20% and 20% of the result is not the same thing. You understand? If someone took 20% from you and then you got the new amount and then they say, "Hey, let me give you your money back. Here's 20% of what you have right now." You have to say no. Like, you're trying to bamboozle me. You have to give me 20% of the original, not 20% of the new. 20% of the new is less. And it's not going to go back into 100. It's going to go to 96. That's why this person is taking, this person is taking 20% of the new, not of the original. That's the mistake. And this was correct, actually. Found 8%, added. So, to be honest, I think this, and subtracted in the end, I think this deserves it too. And because it's no different from that organized answer there. It's no different from this. It's also like a conceptual mistake on the top. This is correct and subtracted also. And this person did this absolutely same thing, wrong concept. This is correct, subtracted in the end. And he gets 1. You see? Absolutely the same thing, just someone gets 1, someone gets 2.
It's like half correct, half wrong.
Yeah. I think that no one really analyzed that before, and that's why. All right, so original price. What is 20 okay, times 0.20. 920. 920 minus 460. 460. Oh my god, what's going on? 460 divided by 0.8 is 3680. That's nothing, right? What is that? That's nothing. That's bad. That's incorrect. That's not even incorrect. It's just like someone just put numbers like here and there, multiplied, got something. Shooting in the dark. Zero. Absolutely zero. And the final, just by how this person writes a 6, I can tell it's not a smart person. No.
You got
Like
it.
just by like how you write this 6, I can tell that you don't know math that well. Okay?
It's a squiggle around.
It's like who? Like what is that? What is it? Infinity sign? If you write a 6 like that, and what is this? What is it? This is a 9? It's another way
I think
like
it's
of
like a
this
zero.
infinity thingy. Hold on, I cannot even write it like that. Hold on. Like this is a 9?
I think it's a zero
Like-
because all of these are.
Oh, you think this is 0?
Yeah.
It is a 0. Well, if you write zeros like 9s, you're gonna have a problem because it's pretty far away.
Zero.
Okay. Well, do we have to discuss
I
even?
don't think there's anything to
No, this
discuss.
is not. There's just no work. Like, what are you doing?
Mhm.
575. That's how much you save. $575.
0.00.
Yeah. The original price is 460, but you will save 575. Wow. That's a great choice, Great choice. Anyone else? Any other geniuses? No. Okay. Let's do another question. That was a long. We did all the 3s, all the 2s, all the 1s, and all the 0s. All right, so let's do this. This is most likely going to be a combination question. So let's see if we can do that. John received a gift card to a movie theater. The gift card allows him to choose one type of movie, one snack, one drink. His options are shown below. Movies, snacks, drinks. He chooses one movie, one snack, one drink at random. What is the probability that the John chooses comedy, chips, and juice? Write your answer as a fraction. This is an extremely easy question if you know what you're doing here. Okay. First, you need to find out what's your denominator. And in the probability, we have what? We have all possibilities, right? All possibilities divided by desired possibilities, right? That's how it works. So how do we find all possibilities? How do we find all the combinations? We have to multiply all the choices. How many choices of each type we have? So if we have 3 movies, there we have 3. If we have 3 snacks, there it's 3. If we have 2 drinks, here it's 2. And total amount of all combinations that you can make, like I don't know, like action, popcorn, juice, comedy, candy, you know what I mean? Everything is when you multiply these numbers. So it's 3 times 3 times 2, which is 9 times 2, which is 18. So this is the total amount of possibilities. Now, comedy, chips, and juice, right? Comedy, chips, and juice is a one way. It's one possibility. It's one out of all of these, one out of all of that, and one out of those. There's only one possibility of all of that, and it is it means that it's gonna go as one. Okay?
Okay.
So this is what it is. This is the answer. The probability. This is the answer. This is the probability. So that's it. That's the end of the question. So let's go and see what we have here. It's done a little bit differently, right? From what I did, like 1 out of 3. Okay, comedy. Oh, okay. Multiplied probabilities. It's a good enough way. You know what happens? Because
You only choose one.
yeah. Like it's comedy. It's like out of those to get comedy is 1 out of 3 chance.
Yeah.
1 out of 3 chance to get like what is it? Chips. 1 out of 2 chance to get juice, and you multiply the probabilities and you get the final probability. That's also good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good enough. All right. So this person does the same way. 2-pointer. Very good. What is that? Wow. Someone Someone did everything. But what is DCHW? Why there's
Isn't
four
that short
letters?
for, like,
Huh?
I think that's short for something, like short.
No,
No?
it's the D is the drama, A
Oh.
is like whatever, you know? So it's DPW. It's like this.
Oh.
So that someone wrote all the possibilities 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You see?
Uh-huh.
And then he said, oh, all right. Well, comedy chips and juice, like CJ. Oh, he wrote chips as CH.
Mhm.
That's why. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So we have to have CCH there. CCH, CCHJ. CCH NJ. What is NJ? And the juice. Okay, so it's only one out of all of them, right? And that's why it's 118. So, okay. Next. 3, 3, 3. Okay, so that's how I
Mhm.
did it,
Yeah.
right? Love those arrows because that's how I do it. I put all the arrows. Can choose possibility. So 1. Okay, possibility out of total possibilities. Very good. Nice. I would give you 3 on these 2-point questions if I could. Okay. Next, 3 plus 2. Oh. And you know what?
You just needed to add one more.
Oh, hold on. There is something. Oh, no. They say, what is the probability? What do you mean? Probability is like a one fraction. It's a chance. What's the chance? And what do you say? This is the chance? The chance doesn't work like that. Okay, so next. Holy schmoly. What is that?
So much.
Ugh. Like,
So much
yeah. You see, when you don't know how to calculate all the possibilities, you do that. But all you have to do is 3 times 3 times 2, right? It's good to know the right way to do it.
Mhm.
Oh, hold on. Isn't 3 out of 54 is actually 1/18th? It is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, I don't know, maybe what? The response must create only partial understanding. Okay, whatever. Like, you
Like,
somehow you got it.
you
Like, if you somehow got it right, make sure you know how to reduce. Okay, also, someone made like a tree diagram. And what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, okay, 18. Got
Yeah.
all of them.
Oh.
19? Where'd you get the extra one? Or you just
So
miscalculated? Why did you erase 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I still count 18. It's just you just miscounted all your own work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. All right. 8 outcomes in total. So 3 out of. How can you have 3 of this? You can have 3 of this, right? It has to be 1. It's like one way. All right. 0. Yeah, obviously. Comedy, chips, juice, boom, boom. Percentages, X's, percent. Okay, so can you imagine that someone thinks that there is a 42 and 6/7% chance of getting that one combination out of all of these choices? It's like half.
Mhm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's like a half. Never play in a casino. Because you're going to lose everything. All right, this is our question. Okay, so that was good. You know, we went over 2 questions thoroughly. Went on to how to write your answers and what's right and what's not. And we're going to continue on Wednesday?
Yeah.
On Wednesday. All right.